that they keep him off the ballot, that this is going to be a slam dunk for President Trump and his legal team?
You're 100% right. You know, I said today to another news service that I guarantee a win. I'd like to guarantee 9-0, but I can't account for one or two of them. I'm not sure. It may be 9-0. It should be. For reasons that I've said, and I'll be happy to go to in a second, but I wanted to just refer to a couple of things you said. You know, you said it wasn't an insurrection, and they going on certain facts and so on. Understand this, I'm sure you do. The Colorado court relied on the January 6th committee report to find that this was an insurrection. That was an absolutely sham committee with a chair of the committee who, just before he became chair, sued Donald Trump personally, claiming that Donald Trump was responsible for the events of January 6th and the chairman, Benny Thompson's personal injuries. How on earth could that person be the head of an investigative committee? And how could any court credit a report from that kind of sham committee? In my view, right now, the House, with Republicans in the majority, should reconvene their bilateral committee called BLAG and make a finding to the court that the January 6th committee was illegitimate and violated the rules. That's number one, I'd like to say.
What is number two, David?
Number two is you referred before to Justice Thomas's questions about whether any national candidate has been kept off the ballot. There are at least two reasons for that. One might suggest is the 14th Amendment, Section 3, came in after the Confederacy, and there was a concern about regional elections in certain parts of the country. The reason many would say that the term president isn't used in Section 3 is because it wasn't intended to apply to a president. It was in originally, then it was deleted. But they didn't have the same concern about a national election. Number two reason on that would be the landmark case in 1983, Anderson versus Celebrezzi from the Supreme Court, in which the court said states have a lesser interest in national elections, and things that they do within their state can have ramifications out beyond their borders, and that's not what's intended to be. So that's another reason why we don't see national candidates affected by this.